started multiplying, laying...
I don't think that's how bugs multiply.
Toxin.
Go for these nuts. Sorry, I'm 5. Everyone say hello, YouTube. Don't tell them to run because I need them to watch my videos. Today we're gonna be reacting to the toad that broke Australia. We're gonna see some froggy business. Is that a saying? A froggy business? Let's hope they don't tow us out of here. I need more toad puns. Oh, let's jump right in. Oh my gosh, nailed it, Chia. You did so good.
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Oh!
But what if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat fucking toad.
It's so cute! He's so wide! Look at him! He's just a wide guy. Why are we making fun of him?
But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're gonna have to go way
Very
back.
strong.
The year is 1866.
1866. I like his accent.
We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do. With the British. You see, having gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property around...
I can't believe he didn't say hippity-hoppity. This is now my property. Hello? It was right there. He did, didn't he? Wait, did he just say it so fast? I didn't understand it. Sorry, he has an accent.
You see, having gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country. And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane. Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it? But you see, sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia, which left them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1860.
Wait, why don't they just plant the sugar cane around beaches? They have a lot of beaches. That's how you get sugar cane in Minecraft. Why didn't they just do that? They just plant them, like exactly like this photo.
But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahertum.
I got this, guys. Dermalopedia? Wait, no, Dermalopida albahertum. I think that was pretty good.
These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves. So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a fucking Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven.
Actually, they're not that bad. They're just little guys. They're just little beetles looking for some plants to munch on.
And set to work demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying...
I don't think that's how bugs multiply. Don't they lay eggs? I don't want the concept of a peener to be applied to a beetle.
Laying their eggs around the base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae. And unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots.
What?
And so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted. And the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits.
Oh, GG.
This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it.
Were there no pesticides back in 1866? I don't know anything about gardening, but that's where my head goes.
Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations, or the BSES in 1900.
BSES.
This team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs. They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins? The BSES pondered this question for 25
years? Some of you guys aren't even 25 years old. What do you mean? They're just bugs. Use pesticides. Am I crazy? Am I smoking right now? What?
fucking years. They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work. They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work. They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And it still didn't work. Then,
The
one
beetles
day
are
in
too
the office, while
strong.
pondering this question, someone had an idea. Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me anything. What about cane toads? What? Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They eat bugs. We just introduce an invasive species.
I understand now how they have the toad problem. This always happens. Every time there's an invasive species is because we always, we as people, always bring a species from a different area to its non-native home, and then they repopulate, and then there's too many of them. This is why you don't transport animals cross country.
To fix a problem caused by an invasive species. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? And so, in June of 1936, 2,400 brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod menace. But there's just one small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit.
Oh.
Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
Wait, are these toads sit-and wait predators? They mentioned as a crowd toad. Well, does mean is one of those toads that just sit around until a bug gets in front of their face and then they eat it? Did no one study the toad before bringing 2,400 of them to Australia? Are you kidding me? No one thought to research how they eat?
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the larvae. Now, this all sounds like information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan.
What happened?
This, however, implies that there was a research and study phase.
Oh.
The BSES did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental impact before releasing an army of cane toads. Are you This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological fuck-ups, and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species. You see, while the cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to...
Well, I mean, I guess this wasn't a surprise. They did take 25 years to even come up with the ideas of bringing toads to eat the bugs. Also, aren't there other reptiles that could have eaten the bugs? Couldn't a lizard have eaten the beetles? Why specifically a giant toad that doesn't move at all? I guess that means they will have to do more research, but...
They did eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths. Rats, mice,
Lizard.
snakes,
No! Not my brothers, my cousins.
baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of fucking Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing. a lot. In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs per clutch.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. They brought over 2,400 of these toads. Oh my gosh, do the math, guys, because I can't. Even though I can't do the math, I can tell it's a lot of frogs.
But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia is home to some of the deadliest creatures on the planet. Surely, the local wildlife has this under control. Wait, what?
They're poisonous!
Cane toads, they're poisonous. So those little bulges on the shoulder?
Poison is when you eat it and you die, and venom is when it bites you. You die, right? Is that what it is? No way they brought over poisonous toad without knowing. These idiots.
And those are parotid glands, and they are
Parotid
packed to the
glands.
brim with bufotoxin.
Bufotoxin.
No.
Bufotoxin. Bufo these nuts. Sorry, I'm 5. Why am I being jailed? Why? I've done nothing wrong.
No, that's not a D's nuts joke.
Dang it.
Got
He got
now,
me.
whenever the adult toads are
got me.
threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands.
Me too.
And when ingested, it does 2 things. 1, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And 2,
Wait, actually, isn't there a species of frog that people lick to get high off, basically?
the other ingredient, bufogen,
Boofy.
just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
Oh.
It's
GG.
important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat,
GG.
this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this ass poison build by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem. And despite all of the deadly animals we've got,
Well, who's this little guy? I like him. Looks like a target practice. You? I'm gonna get you.
they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Calid toad. Now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it?
They grow and they overtake the ecosystem. Am I right?
It gets bigger. And so,
Alright.
shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country. The BSES noticed this and, did fucking nothing.
Oh.
Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further, occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways.
They made the waters poisonous. We should have poisoned the water first to make the frogs gay so they wouldn't reproduce. They should have done something.
Like a bufotoxin teabag, killing native fish as well as any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing.
Oh my god.
Those eggs hatched into
Still?
tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing. The swarm advanced, breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine. By the 1980s,
What?
the toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them. And considering, at this point, there were 5 fucking million of them.
5 million? Are you kidding me? And they didn't do anything? Oh my gosh. I get wanting to cover your mistakes, but if your mistake is unloading 5 million poisonous frogs into your homeland, maybe you should own up to your mistakes.
That happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe,
Listen, we fucked up.
but oh well, everyone makes mistakes. Nothing we can do about it. No! They left it for the government to clean up. Sir, a second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field. Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into control.
Wait, 6 years later, wildlife are dying due to the poison in water? Does the poison not affect humans? I'm surprised they didn't find out earlier if they're poisoning the water.
Controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife. And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where does that leave us? Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species, and they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction.
Are you kidding me? Those cute little guys are extinct? I'm so upset. Wait, I'm actually so upset. They're so cute and they're extinct because these fat-ass frogs. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I thought they were cute. I can't believe I thought they were chunky and big little guys.
And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation is spreading, with predictions showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads.
They're just telling people if you see the toad, just murder them. Don't they do this with an invasive species of iguanas in Florida? Or is that a different thing or a different state?
You are supposed to do it humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours, but most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space. So they just use a golf club or a car.
I would feel bad for them. I don't know. Okay, actually, I do feel bad for them because they didn't ask to be brought to Australia. It was the dumb BSES that brought 2,400 of them over without doing any sort of research. Like, I understand they're invasive species, but that is really sad that they killed them in inhumane ways.
Driving in my car right after.
And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom, and ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know who I feel genuinely f***ing awful for? The toads.
Yeah.
They didn't ask for any of this shit.
That's what I just said.
They just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted. No. The assholes in this story are the BSES
That's
and
exactly
the cane
what I
growers.
said.
Because you may be thinking,
base, this guy's so base, that's what I just said.
why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place? Well,
Exactly.
that's the neat part. They weren't. The federal government banned the f***ing idea when they came up for it in 1935, based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger f***ing issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936.
What?
We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice and went, nah, you have got to be
That's crazy. But yay, W videos. So what have we learned, guys? What have we learned, chat? We have learned that when people are going after profits, they do dumb shit, aka destroy the whole ecosystem of Australia. So what do we do to prevent the destruction of an ecosystem in Australia? We don't do things for profit, or at the very least, we listen to researchers and professionals, okay?